Comic report, doing the things that comics can report. Hello, this is Brian Butterbee coming to you live from the Comic Report Zone. I don't know if any of those words are trademarked in that area, in that order, but if they are, I'm sorry. I meant to say Comic Report Zone Oblivion Squad House. So, you guys may notice I don't have any toys or action figures or lunchboxes or any of the collectibles out because I was having a hard time finding any girl action figures or lunchboxes or things that I had because most of the time they don't make action figures of some of my favorite comic girls, including, well, they do have some, but my mom says that they are too suggestive for me to have. So maybe when I get older I'll have some girl comic book action figures and then I'll put them out here in display. But I think they should make more because there are some really great comic book heroes that are girls and sometimes bad guys. And for one, Harley Quinn is one of my favorite bad guys in DC comic books, including Batman comic books, which is in DC comic books. And this one is number 14. It was the first one I had read of hers, and I want to say that it's so damaged because I read it so much, but really I didn't. I only read it once because I was kind of confused what was going on. I love Harley Quinn so much, and I was really excited for this comic book, but it was not as good as I had hoped. There was just her being a lot of suggestive, and although she's beautiful and I want to see her take a shower sometimes, I probably shouldn't because my mom will get mad. But more so, I just didn't really care about the story. She was having apartment problems, and then work problems, and then boy problems, and there was nothing really interesting going on, except for a guest cameo from the Joker, who's one of my favorite villains, who's a man in comic books too, but he was not really in it. So check it out if you want to check it out at your local comic book store. It could be a good read if you like Harley Quinn, but probably not if you don't care about Harley Quinn, because the story wasn't my favorite. There was a comic book called Mary Jane Loves Spider-Man, and I really like that from a girl's perspective. My next comic book is Marvel, which is a good segue from what I just said, because the new Thor is out, and you may know that Thor is now a girl. And this one confirms it. The real Thor, the boy Thor, he comes back and he's like really mad, and she's fighting frost giants and an evil dark sorcerer elf, and including a millionaire mogul, and he dresses like he's wearing a bathrobe, and I don't really understand that part, but Thor finally says, you know what, you deserve this hammer of mine, and I'm missing my arm, and it's a really good read. I check it out. I'm going to check out more of these issues, and I don't think it's such a bad idea for them to have made her a girl. A lot of people are mad that they made the Ghostbusters girls, but girls can be Ghostbusters too. I'm just mad that Emma Stone isn't in it, because I kind of have a crush on Emma Stone. Speaking of crushes, alex+ada is a brand new comic book, new in the fact that it's 12 issues long, but it's really good. It's about robots who are sentient, and this issue is really good, and there's lots of fighting and death, but it's kind of in a more realistic way. So if you like also check out Gotham on TV. Check it out. If you haven't seen Gotham, it's really good. There's like a lot of stuff that goes on in it, and Detective Gordon's really cool, and I like Poison Ivy, and I wish they would show her more because she's like really kind of cute for a girl.